Okay, buckle up tech fans, because we're diving deep into all the electrifying rumors surrounding a device that could redefine sleek, the iPhone 17 Air. Apple is reportedly cooking up something seriously special for its 2025 lineup, and the star of the show might just be this ultra-thin marvel. Forget everything you thought you knew about iPhone designs, because the iPhone 17 Air is rumored to be a game-changer. We're talking about a phone so thin, it might make your current device feel like a brick. So grab your notepads, and let's get into what could be the most exciting iPhone in years. The headline feature, the one that has everyone talking, is the iPhone 17 Air's rumored super thin chassis. We're not just talking a little bit thinner, we're talking potentially the thinnest iPhone Apple has ever released. Think back to how Apple slimmed down the iPad Pro in 2024. That 12.9-inch model is a mere 5.1 millimeters thick. Now imagine that level of engineering applied to an iPhone. Rumors are swirling with exact measurements, ranging from a mind-boggling 5.5 millimeters to around 6.25 millimeters. To put that in perspective, the iPhone 6, which was considered very thin at the time, was 6.9 millimeters. More recent iPhones have been thicker to accommodate larger batteries and advanced camera systems. So a 5.5 millimeters iPhone 17 Air would be a significant design statement. Some dummy models, which often give us a good early look, are showing up around that 5.5 millimeters mark for the main body. Now you might be wondering, how will they make it so thin? Apple is reportedly considering a titanium aluminum frame, possibly using even more titanium than the current Pro models. This could offer a great combination of strength and lightness. But what about the camera bump? That's a key question. While the main chassis could be incredibly thin, the camera area is expected to be thicker to house the rumored 48-megapixel sensor. Some reports suggest the device could be as thick as 9.5 millimeters at the camera bump. Conceptual renderings and dummy units are pointing towards a new horizontal bar-like camera design, which might also appear on the iPhone 17 Pro models. This could be a fresh new look for the iPhone's rear. There are also whispers about subtle design tweaks to make everything fit. The USB-C port, for example, might not be perfectly centered from front to back on the bottom edge, possibly shifted slightly towards the rear of the device. Even the speaker grills might be simplified, with fewer holes. We've also seen hints that the iPhone 17 Air will still feature MagSafe charging, an action button, and the new camera control button, all packed into this slim profile. One concern with an ultra-thin design is durability, specifically bending. Apple reportedly initially played with the idea of a larger 6.9-inch screen for this thin model, but decided to go with a slightly smaller 6.6-inch display, partly due to worries that a larger, super-thin phone might be too susceptible to bending. It's a balancing act between that super slim wow factor and everyday usability. Moving on to what you'll be looking at all day, the display. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to sport a 6.6-inch screen. This positions it nicely in the lineup, likely larger than the standard iPhone 17, but a bit smaller than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's a popular size that offers a great balance between immersive viewing and comfortable handling. The big news here is that the entire iPhone 17 lineup, including the Air, is expected to get 120Hz ProMotion display technology. This is huge because, until now, ProMotion has been a Pro-exclusive feature. ProMotion allows the display to refresh up to 120 times per second, making everything look and feel incredibly smooth, from scrolling through your social feeds to playing the latest games. It can also ramp down to as low as 1 Hz to save battery, which is what enables always-on display functionality. Whether always-on will come to all models is still a question, but the underlying tech will be there. The display panel itself is rumored to be an OLED sourced from Samsung, similar to what's in the iPhone 16 Pro models. This panel is said to offer a 30% increase in brightness and improved longevity compared to the previous generation, so expect vibrant colors and excellent visibility, even outdoors. What about the dynamic island? While some early rumors hinted at a slimmed-down version, more recent analysis suggests we shouldn't expect major changes to the dynamic island's design on the iPhone 17 Air. There was also some exciting buzz about a new scratch-resistant anti-reflective display coating. Imagine a screen that's much harder to scratch and easier to see in bright light. However, it sounds like Apple might have run into some production challenges with this new coating, so it's uncertain if it will make it to the iPhone 17 series this year. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Now let's talk about the name. Throughout all these leaks and rumors, we've heard iPhone 17 Air and iPhone 17 Slim. What will Apple actually call it? Honestly, we don't know for sure. iPhone 17 Air seems to make a lot of sense. Apple has a well-established Air branding, with the MacBook Air and iPad Air, signifying a lighter, thinner design, often with a focus on portability, without skimping too much on performance. It fits the rumored profile of this device perfectly. iPhone 17 Slim is more descriptive, but Air has that Apple touch, that brand recognition. Ultimately, Apple will choose the name they feel best markets the device's key selling point, its incredibly thin and light design. For now, iPhone 17 Air seems to be the frontrunner in the rumor mill. So it looks stunning, but what about the brains of the operation? The iPhone 17 Air is expected to be powered by Apple's next-generation A19 chip. While the Pro models will likely get an even more powerful A19 Pro chip, the standard A19 will undoubtedly be a beast, offering significant performance and efficiency improvements over previous generations. Apple is constantly pushing the boundaries with its silicon, and the A19 will be no exception. Expect faster app launch times, smoother multitasking, and enhanced capabilities for things like AI and machine learning features within iOS. To keep things cool in such a thin chassis, rumors suggest that all iPhone 17 models, including the Air, might feature a vapor chamber heatsink. This technology helps to spread heat more evenly, reducing thermal throttling and allowing the chip to maintain peak performance for longer periods, which is great news for gamers and power users. And here's some more exciting news. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to come with 12 GB of RAM. That's a significant jump from the 8 GB in the iPhone 16 models, and matches the rumored RAM for the iPhone 17 Pro. More RAM means smoother multitasking, apps staying open in the background longer, and overall a more responsive experience, especially as Apple Intelligence features become more demanding. This is where things get interesting and potentially a bit controversial for some. To achieve that ultra-thin design, sacrifices have to be made, and it looks like one of those might be in the camera department. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to feature a single-lens rear camera. Now, before you panic, this single lens is expected to be the impressive 48-megapixel wide camera found in the iPhone 16 models, so you'll still be able to capture incredibly detailed and vibrant photos. However, with only one lens, you'll likely miss out on the versatility of an ultra-wide or telephoto lens. This also means that, unless Apple has a new trick up its sleeve, the iPhone 17 Air probably won't be able to capture spatial video or spatial photos, which typically require multiple lenses. But there's good news for selfie lovers. All iPhone 17 models, including the Air, are rumored to get an upgraded 24-megapixel front-facing camera. This is a big jump from the current 12-megapixel sensor and should lead to noticeably better image quality for your selfies and FaceTime calls, allowing for more cropping without losing detail. As mentioned earlier, the rear camera is expected to be housed in that new horizontal bar-like design. Even with a single lens, this could give the iPhone 17 Air a distinct and modern look. Let's talk about how the iPhone 17 Air will keep you connected. This could be a landmark year for Apple's in-house technology. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to be one of the first iPhones to feature an Apple-designed 5G modem chip, reportedly called the C1. For years, Apple has relied on Qualcomm for its modem chips. Bringing this technology in-house gives Apple more control over integration, power efficiency, and future development. Early rumors suggest this first-generation Apple modem might offer theoretical 5G download speeds up to 4 gigabits per second. It might initially be limited to sub-6 GHz 5G, potentially not supporting the super-fast mmWave 5G found in some areas. And its performance might be a bit slower than the Qualcomm modems that are expected to still be in the other iPhone 17 models. Apple is likely taking a phased approach, starting with the Air model. What about the SIM tray? Well, in the US, iPhones haven't had a physical SIM tray since the iPhone 14. It looks like Apple is planning to expand this to more countries with the iPhone 17 lineup. Given the iPhone 17 Air's extreme thinness, it might be one of the models that goes eSIM only worldwide, as there simply might not be enough internal space for a physical SIM slot. On the Wi-Fi front, get ready for speed. All 4 iPhone 17 models are rumored to include Wi-Fi 7 support, powered by Apple's first custom-designed Wi-Fi chip. While iPhone 16 models already have Wi-Fi 7 using third-party chips, an Apple-designed chip could bring further improvements in efficiency and connectivity. Wi-Fi 7 offers faster speeds, lower latency, and better performance in congested environments, especially when paired with a Wi-Fi 7 router. This is all part of Apple's bigger strategy to create a tightly integrated wireless system that's more power efficient. Bluetooth 5.3 is also expected. This is often the million-dollar question with any new phone, but it's especially critical for one that's so incredibly thin. What will the battery life be like on the iPhone 17 Air? This is where the rumors are a bit mixed, and honestly, a little concerning. Achieving that sleek profile means less internal volume for the battery. Some rumors suggest Apple is aiming for battery life that's on par with current iPhone models, leveraging the efficiency of the A19 chip, the Apple-designed C1 modem, and software optimizations. They might also be using new high-density battery cell technology to pack more power into a smaller space. However, other reports are less optimistic, suggesting the iPhone 17 Air might have worse battery life than other models. One particularly concerning rumor from internal Apple testing claims that only 60 to 70% of iPhone 17 Air users might be able to go a full day without needing to recharge, compared to 80 to 90% for other iPhone models. Because of these potential battery life concerns, Apple is reportedly planning to release an optional battery case specifically for the iPhone 17 Air. This is a throwback to the smart battery cases Apple used to make. It seems Apple is aware that the thinness might come at the cost of all-day battery for some users and wants to offer a solution. In terms of charging, the iPhone 17 models are expected to support up to 35W wired charging speeds, which is similar to the current generation. So you're captivated by the design, the display, and the tech. But how much will the iPhone 17 Air set you back? The iPhone 17 Air is expected to effectively replace the Plus model in Apple's lineup. Early rumors were a bit all over the place, with some suggesting it could be as expensive as a Pro model. However, more recent information indicates it will be priced more moderately. So there you have it, a deep dive into everything we're hearing about the upcoming iPhone 17 Air. It's shaping up to be a truly fascinating device, potentially the thinnest iPhone ever. A beautiful 120Hz display for all, Apple's own A19 chip and 5G modem, an upgraded front camera, and that sleek new camera bar design. Of course, there are potential trade-offs, like the single rear camera and the big question mark over battery life. But Apple seems to be betting that the allure of such a radically thin and light design will be a huge draw for many. It's a bold move, and if Apple pulls it off, the iPhone 17 Air could be one of the most talked about phones of 2025. What do you guys think? Are you excited about the idea of an ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air? Are the rumored features enough to make you consider it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on all the latest iPhone 17 Air news and other tech rumors, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.